So are you at peace? Are you comfortable and you are at peace with the way Rush ended? I mean, I've said this many times, and I'm not saying this, I've said this a million times without you sitting here. I don't think a band could have ended any better than the way you guys put a button on your career. Having seen that show and the way you chronologically went backwards and represented all the eras, and you didn't come out and play the farewell card to the extreme where but you kind of gave a little nod saying, hey, this is probably kind of it. Yeah. I mean, the way you did it was the way, to me, the band's whole career has been done, with respect to the fans and so classy, and you ended strong. I'm a big believer, no matter how much I love a band, don't stay too long at the party. Know when to get out before you start saying, well, that guy used to be so good. Having seen that show, I mean, I thought it was actually better than some of the tours that preceded it in terms of the way the band sounded. So
I would agree with that.
Are you happy with the way the whole thing buttoned up?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it was that last gig was a difficult night. But what you're talking about is really what was going through Neil's mind. You know, he was struggling throughout that tour to play at his peak because of physical ailments and other things that were going on with him. And he is a perfectionist, and he did not want to go out and do anything less than what people expected of him. And that's what drove him his whole career, and that's the way he wanted to go out, and I totally respect that. And for Alex and I, of course, you know, we're not drummers, so we don't know, and we don't take the same physical abuse, although Alex does suffer from arthritis, and he was having a very difficult time on that tour, playing a 3-hour show.
Yeah.
So it was clear that whatever happened in the future, it was not going to be like that. And I spent a lot of time designing that tour with all our great creative people and trying to make sure that it told that story in reverse, and it was great fun to do. And I think my sadness was just the fact that I was so happy we pulled it off with the whole reverse chronological thing, that I would like to have had the rest of the world that couldn't come to those cities experience that. And that's really the only regret I have, is that we couldn't do more shows. But in hindsight now, and with the benefit of time, I'm very happy with the way it went down. And it just didn't sit right for me to do a farewell tour and try to capitalize on that word. It just didn't work for me.
And I remember talking to you about this after the show that I was at. We were in the dressing room, we were having some food, and you were saying to me, I was mentioning to you, I thought your voice on that tour was better than it had been in a while. Like, your voice was spot on. And you had said that you had made some adjustments to your diet or something to help your voice. No dairy. I remember you telling me the story, but I mean, really, the band went out so strong. And then, of course, the documentary Time Stands Still, such a great sort of, you know, button as well on the whole thing. So I know that I speak for all the Rush fans in that it hurts when you see a band you love so much kind of end. But man, to me, you guys created the blueprint for how to do it the right way at the right time.
Well, that's really kind, and I really appreciate you saying that. You know, it wasn't the easiest thing to pull off, but I feel good about our body of work, you know, and I feel good about the way it ended, and, you know, onward and upward.